This is not another stream. This is the moment we show up. Real talk, real truth, real people, ready to ride. No filter, no fluff, just raw conversation that hits where it matters. Welcome to the revolution of You Become You Live. Let's do it live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it! I am still very proud of my opening, the intro that I created. Yay! Hey, everyone. Welcome back to UBU Live. This is William Rochelle, but you can call me Bill. And today, I don't have a thought. I have a question for you. And I want you to sit with this for a second. How many times have you faced that crossroads? You know, the one where the output, the risk, and the reward all collide. It's a difficult one. Think about it. You know what I'm talking about. The point where you either choose to stretch or stay put. You either create the life, the impact, and the legacy you want, or you settle. You settle into the one someone else quietly hands you. And let's be real, both paths demand sacrifice. That's the part we don't always admit. One requires that you give up comfort, predictability, maybe even approval, because it's what your mom told you should do, or your spouse. The other, it slowly takes your dreams off the table. Either way, something gets sacrificed. So the real question is, what are you willing to give up? Because if we're unwilling to sacrifice temporary comfort and short-term pleasure, the life we really want becomes the sacrifice. And we don't notice it right away. And that's the tricky part. It fades quietly into the background until one day we look around and realize the version of the life that we imagined is gone. And I think that's the hardest part about becoming a fully fledged adult, because when you're 18, 19, 20, you believe you can do everything. And somewhere along the line, we seek approval, we seek advice, and we start living a life that someone else imagined for us. And the version of life that we imagined is gone. Not because we weren't capable, not because the dream was too big, but because we let the discomfort of growth scare us more than the pain of regret. And I don't say this to call you out, because I've been there. I say it to call you up. Because here's what I believe. We, the collective we, are the architects of our own path. We, the collective we, decide what gets built and what gets broken, what gets repeated and what gets rewritten. And I am rewriting my story every single day. But the only way this happens is if you're willing to pay the price on purpose, not just absorb the cost by default. And a lot of us do that. We absorb it by default. We're where we're at by default, not because we are doing it purposefully. So today, maybe you're at that crossroads, maybe you're weighing the risk against reward, and let me remind you of this. And as I'm speaking to you, I am speaking to me. Temporary comfort is easy to choose, but legacy, that's built by those who keep showing up even when it gets hard. You don't need to be fearless, you just need to be committed. Because the life you really want, it's not out of reach. It's just on the other side of choosing growth over comfort consistently. And this reminds me, I used to tell one of my employees, you're great at your job, but you need to be consistent. You need to be consistent. So go build, go stretch, go take the risk that future, the future that you want. Once you start taking that risk on that future, you will thank you for it. You're not crazy for wanting more, you're ready for it. So, on this July 10th, 2025, my thought of the day is a little bit more full-throated. I want to thank everyone for listening. And if this spoke to you, share it with someone who needs the reminder. And as always, stay intentional, stay bold, and I am out. Thank you guys. I love it. I am leading my best life right now. Just communicating and reaching out to you. Let me know what you think. Share it. Join me on YouTube. Join me on Spotify. Join me on Substack. Join me on Apple Podcasts. Join me on LinkedIn Live. Let's connect. Join me on Facebook. I am everywhere right now. So you know where to find me. Peace out.